Oh, my God. You don't have Volkanovski on your list, but you have Colby Covington, Stipe, and Michael Chandler. What? Come on.
I mean, they more recently fought.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hardcore and the Casual podcast. I'm your host, Justin. On today's episode, I'm joined by my co-host, Elijah. How you doing, Elijah?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're coming off of a big fight last weekend, Petr Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo. It was one of the best fights of the year. Yeah. I think we're all in agreement on that. It was a very entertaining fight. It really got cooking in the third, fourth, fifth rounds. They didn't slow down at all. But we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to also do our new updated pound-for-pound rankings. We're going to give you our top 20 guys, make that into a 15-person list, and then we are going to give you our official Hardcore and the Casual top 15. So first, let's talk about the UFC card real quick from last weekend. So I didn't really watch it. I watched the main event. I woke up for the main event. Didn't watch anything else. I know that Carlos Oldberg ended up winning against Volkan Oezdemir. Yeah. I'm sure it was a good fight, and Carlos Oldberg moving up in the rankings. He is now, I think, number 7 in the rankings, right beneath Khalil Roundtree, and I think that's a good fight for him.
Carlos Oldberg he's really impressed me these last couple of weeks. You know, well, honestly, throughout the whole year and last year, like he's worked his way up. He's been working on his game. He has good striking. Title shot.
No, not a title shot yet. I mean, come on, man. There's still a lot of people above him in the rankings. He's got Khalil Roundtree above him in the rankings. Ratchik. He's got Yuri.
You think he beats Roundtree?
I think he's got a chance. He's got the power to put him asleep, but I don't know. Khalil Roundtree, after watching that Alex Pereira fight, didn't realize how good Khalil Roundtree truly was.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I see why Jamal Hill ducked him.
Yeah. I think anyone that's in the top 5 is a good fight for Carlos Oldberg. I don't think he should be fighting down the rankings anymore now.
Yeah.
Maybe Ratchik. I think that's a good fight. 2 above him. Of course, Khalil Roundtree. Other than that, I think Yuri and Jamal are already scheduled to fight each other in January.
Oh, wow.
And Ankalaev gets the next title fight.
Yuri versus Jamal Hill.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. I'm looking forward to that fight.
They were gonna fight before Alex Pereira was even in the picture. Heavyweight.
So. But now I'm thinking, I probably got Yuri in that fight, but we'll be getting to predictions for that probably 2 months from now. It's in January, so at some point it won't be that long that we gotta wait to talk about that fight. But also, another thing, Tabitha Ricci ended up losing to Yan Xiaonan. I think that's how you pronounce it. It was a decision. Yan ended up winning the decision. Didn't watch it, but Tabitha Ricci, I'm sure she'll get back into it. She's been an up-and-coming girl, and I think that she's got what it takes to eventually make her way back to a title run.
Yeah.
So, nothing really going on there other than the main event, which was phenomenal. I love the main event. I can't believe those 2 knockdowns were not counted as knockdowns. Petr Yan landed a big uppercut in the third, dropped to Figueiredo, was not counted as a knockdown. Figueiredo landed a big right hand in the 4th round, not counted as a knockdown. I don't understand what the criteria is for a knockdown at this point.
Did they, drop?
They both dropped. They both ended up on the ground.
Only, the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, those are the boring rounds.
Oh, man.
Those are the boring rounds, especially the first round. It's just like the Figueiredo stays on top for the first half. Petr Yan stays on top for the second half. But Petr Yan won 40 or 50 to 45. I don't even think you could give Deiveson Figueiredo the 4th round when he dropped him because Petr Yan was putting pressure and pace and just beating up Figueiredo for the 4th round, and then Figueiredo lands one big shot. That's the swing round, really, but other than that, all the other rounds weren't close. Petr Yan clearly pulled ahead. You could see that Figueiredo did have the power behind his punches, though, and he was stinging Petr Yan with a lot of shots, especially that knockdown and the body kick afterwards. Other than that, Petr Yan picked him apart, put on pressure, put on pace, and he looked like the old Petr Yan.
Yeah.
Just flowing combos into each other, jumping
Petr Yan
knees.
Was nasty.
He is nasty. He always has been nasty. If that fight versus Sugar Sean O'Malley was 5 rounds, that fight might have went a lot different.
Yeah, but it's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
O'Malley did what he did. And
The Merab fight, I think, is the hardest fight in the division for most people. So I can almost, and he's the current champ, so I can almost wash that one away for Petr Yan. And then who else did he lose to? Aljamain Sterling in a controversial split decision loss and then a DQ before it. Like, come on, Petr Yan is still great. He always has been great. He just got out-grappled by Merab. That's the only thing. And so is everyone else. So are you really going to take that away from him?
Merab's not horrible. He's just not really put together.
Yeah.
If you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like when he gets in the ring, he knows how to win a good round. He's not really, all right, I'm going to finish this fight.
It's like Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah. Like, I know how to get a good round.
Exactly. He knows how to scrape away rounds one by one until he has more rounds won than the other person.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's fighting. That's UFC for you. I mean, if that's the game plan you want to do, then you could be world champion, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna. You gotta understand that the people aren't gonna like you at that point. You gotta kind of understand. But then there's Petr Yan, very fan friendly style.
Yeah.
And he's one of the most beloved people at bantamweight. Petr Yan at this point probably can't do any wrong. I mean, even that knee that he hit Aljamain Sterling with, it screwed up the entire division. That was a butterfly effect moment that changed the bantamweight division forever.
Yeah.
If that moment didn't happen, then Petr Yan probably would be the GOAT bantamweight, honestly. I mean, until he fought Merab, and then Merab was probably going to beat him. But at that point, he probably would have already defended his title 3 times at that point, which would have made him the GOAT. But, I don't know. And even that didn't make people hate him. He's still beloved. So, I don't know. But other than that, do you want to talk about anything else from that past Saturday? It was a 6 a.m. card. No one watched it, really. I mean, it's sad.
Where does this put Petr Yan? Where does this...
Second in line for the title behind Umar.
Second in line?
Yes, Umar and then Petr Yan.
Okay.
He doesn't need to fight again to get a title fight. If he waits for Merab versus Umar, he could fight the winner. But I don't know if Umar is even going to get the fight next. Who knows?
Yeah.
O'Malley might get a rematch before Umar gets a title fight.
O'Malley needs to work on his wrestling so much.
Yeah, he does. And so does Leon. Even though Leon did really good against Usman in the second fight. And Colby, but Colby was kind of not really like...
Here's how I feel about
anymore.
Leon. Leon has the skills to win and to dominate. He just doesn't. Like, he's just too chillax about everything. Like, he has the potential to pick people apart and, give them sniper shots. And, he has good jiu-jitsu. Like, he's done incredible things. He can't do it. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, he gets taken down too much, though. That's his only problem. Other than that, I like Leon. I like his style. I mean, he doesn't get too many knockouts, but when he does, it's spectacular.
At least he doesn't waste time grappling.
Yeah.
At least he tries to strike.
But, all right, I think that's enough talking about this card from last week. I think that we can move in to our pound-for-pound rankings. So, for everyone at home, I'm going to put up a screenshot right now. This is our old pound-for-pound rankings. These are our rankings, each one. And now this is what our pound-for-pound ranking is, our official hardcore and the casual pound-for-pound rankings. So you could see both of us had different rankings, and then we add up the points, basically, and we come out to this. Now we're back. We're going to do the same thing now. This will be on this side, it will be my picks. On that side, it will be his picks. And then we're going to do the math at the end, and we're going to basically set up who our pound-for-pound top 15 are. But we're going to start off by doing top 20, just in case there are any still in there in the 20 to 15 range that might make the top 15.
Yeah.
So, we can get jumping into that right now. Okay. Who is your number 20 pound for pound?
Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa? Really? Dude, yeah. Paulo, how do you already have the worst list possible? Paulo Costa has 0 wins over anyone in the UFC. You do realize that, right? Name one person Paulo Costa has a win over in the UFC.
Robert Whittaker.
No, he doesn't. He lost to Robert Whittaker.
He had a good fight with him.
Okay. If Robert Whittaker isn't in your top 20, then I'm going to be mad, by the way. He better be in your top 20.
All right.
My number 20 is Rakhmonov. I've got Shavkat Rakhmonov as my number 20. Undefeated, 100% finish rate. Top 20. Give me your 19.
Sean O'Malley.
Okay. That's a good spot for Sean O'Malley. I was going to place him a lot lower. He's a little bit higher on my list. For number 19, I have Petr Yan. He took over my Figueiredo spot because last time Figueiredo was in my top 20, and now Petr Yan has taken over his spot.
Make a bookmark note.
All right. Your number 18?
My number 18, Stipe.
Oh, okay. That's a terrible pick too. All right, you please leave it in the comments. By the way, who you think has the better top 20? If you think that my top 20 is better, just say Justin. If you think that his is better, say Elijah. But yeah, no, I think that my top 20 is going to turn out a little bit better than yours. All right, who was your number 18 again? Stipe?
Stipe.
All right, I had Charles Oliveira as my number 18. Charles Oliveira just picked up a win over Michael Chandler. It moved him up one spot on my list. So, yeah. All right, number 17.
Jolton Almeida.
Oh, my God. These are guys that I didn't even think to put anywhere near. These guys wouldn't even be in my top 50. I've got Armin. Armin one spot above Oliveira. He just beat Oliveira earlier this year. I think it warrants him being higher on the pound-for-pound rankings. So, Armin at number 17. For you, number 16? Kamaru Usman. Okay, I don't have him on my top 20, but I'm not going to argue with it about you putting him on your top 20. I have Sugar Sean O'Malley at number 16. He didn't move any spots from last time. I kept him exactly where he was. Along with the next guy, by the way. So, who's your number 15?
Michael Chandler.
Chandler, what the hell, dude? Michael Chandler? Charles Oliveira better be on your top 15. He better be in there, dude. If he's not in there, you're crazy. All right, I've got Leon Edwards. Didn't move from last time. I kept him exactly in the same spot. Leon Edwards. All right. Give me your number 14, pound for pound.
Dan Hooker.
Oh, my God. Above Michael Chandler?
Yeah.
Dude, your top 15 is crazy, dude. I can already tell that people are going to pick mine. They have to, right? All right, my number 14, I have Izzy. One spot above Leon. Yeah, and beneath everyone else. I mean, he's lost 2 in a row now, so. All right, next up, give me your 13.
Colby Covington.
Oh, my God. Okay, you know that you're going to get flamed for this, right? You know that these are bad picks, right?
These are good picks.
You have Stipe, Michael Chandler, and Colby Covington in your top 20?
What do you have against them?
The fact that they haven't won since Barack Obama was the president of the United States.
So, does that mean they're bad? I mean,
no,
they fought.
They're fine. They're fine. It's whatever. All right, next up, we have number 12.
Wait, who's your 13?
Oh, my 13? My 13 was Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was yours? Colby Covington was yours?
Covington.
Yeah, mine is Sean Strickland. I got so distracted. You saying Colby Covington made a deep bodily rage form inside of me. All right, now number 12. Who's your number 12?
Pantoja.
Okay. Pantoja was my number 12 last time we did this.
Yeah.
He's moved up significantly. I think he moved up the most out of anyone on my list. Without fighting. Without a fight. He didn't fight once, and he moved up 4 spots. My number 12 is Chimaev. I have Chimaev 1 above Strickland, 2 above Izzy. Where did you have you gotten to Chimaev yet, or is he even on your list?
Chimaev's next.
Oh, okay. So then your number 11 is Chimaev?
Yeah, Chimaev.
All right. My number 11 is Max Blessed Holloway. He lost to Ilya, but Ilya, as you'll see, is very high up on my pound for pound rankings. So I'm not gonna fault him for that. He's done so good recently. He had a good fight against Ilya, and he got knocked out. So what? All right, let me hear your number 10.
Max.
Oh, there you go. There's Max. I have Volkanovski at my number 10. I doubt you even have Volk on your list, do you?
No.
Oh my God, you don't have Volkanovski on your list, but you have Colby Covington, Stipe, and Michael Chandler. What? Come on.
I mean, they more recently fought, or is recently fighting.
Stop. You know that's not how it works. Give me your number 9. I'm gonna blow a gasket right now.
Izzy?
Yeah. Oh my God, why is Izzy so far up your list? All right.
Very active.
My number 9, I have Pantoja. It's all champs everything from here on out for me. So, number 9 was Pantoja for me. Who is your number 8?
Leon Edwards.
Oh my God. He's too high. You know he's too high up on this list.
No, he's
All right, my number 8, I have Bilal Muhammad.
all right.
Just to say, the UFC official rankings have Bilal Muhammad at number 4. Or no, number 5. They have it Islam, Jones, Pereira, Ilya, Bilal. Above, he has 0 title defenses. He's only beaten 1 champion. And we're talking about Merab, DDP are below him. They've each beaten 3 and 4 champions. And DDP has a title defense.
DDP's bigger.
Well, that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's pound for pound, so it doesn't really matter what size you are. It's just about what you've done in your division. And DDP is 1, undefeated in his division. 2, has beaten 3 champions in his division. And then Merab has beaten 4 champions in his division and is on like an 11-fight win streak. How is Bilal above them on the official pound-for-pound rankings? Makes no sense, so he's not going to be that for ours. He is right here where he belongs at number 8 for me. Who is your number 7?
Bilal Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad. Okay, so we know that he's not going to be in the top 5.
No.
That is confirmed right now. Okay. I have at my number 7, Merab Dvalishvili. I don't know how you really pronounce it. Sounded about right?
Yeah.
All right. So I got Merab at number 7. He didn't move anything. Bilal and Merab both stayed at my number 7 position from my number 7 and 8 positions from last time. Next one did change. You're up though. Your number 6 is Merab.
Yeah.
My number 6 is Tommy Aspinall. Yeah. Is he even on yours?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, I have him above Bilal and Merab. I think pound for pound, he is just the better fighter. Next up, number 5.
Ilya Topuria.
There's no goddamn way that you have... Wait. Ilya Topuria?
Yeah.
So you still haven't said Tom Aspinall or DDP yet? Do you not have DDP or Tom Aspinall? Do you not have DDP on your list?
I have DDP, not Tom Aspinall.
You don't have Tom Aspinall on your top 15?
I don't count interim champions.
That doesn't matter. That's not what pound for pound means.
I don't personally count interim champions.
But that's not what pound for pound means. He's still a fighter on the roster. He doesn't get disqualified for having an interim title.
I know. I know.
He's knocked out everyone in the division. He's the number 1 guy in the world.
Jones is undisputed, GOAT.
Yeah, but you have other guys in your rankings that aren't the champion of their division. So why is Colby Covington better than Tom Aspinall is what you're going to have to explain to me right now.
I've just seen more from Colby.
Stop. Stop. This is crazy. All right. I don't even know what is going on right now. I have DDP at my number 5. I think that he's more accomplished than Tom, Marab, and Bilal and Pantoja. So I think he's right there, right on the cusp of being top 4. But there are clearly 4 top guys, and I hope. But like, you have DDP above Ilia Topuria?
Yes.
What is going on right now? You have the worst list I've ever seen in my life. All right, whatever. Who's your number 4?
DDP.
Crazy. Insane. There's no... Bro, I don't even have Ilia Topuria next. I still got a ways to go before I get to Ilia. How is he not even in your top 4? There are obviously 4 best guys in the world. Islam, Jones, Pereira, and Ilia. And then DDP is the number 5 guy. How do you not know this? This is crazy. I'm going nuts. Okay. My number 4. So your number 4 was DDP?
Yeah.
My number 4 is Alex Pereira.
Okay.
I have Alex Pereira at my number 4. Because my next guy has recently proved that he is much more skilled than Alex Pereira is. Who's your number 3?
Islam.
Brother, this is the worst list I've ever seen in my life from you. All right, at my number 3, I have John Jones. John Jones at number 3. He proved that he is better than Alex Pereira, but he did not prove that he is better than Ilia and Islam.
Okay.
Who's your number 2?
Alex Pereira.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. My number 2 is Ilia Topuria. I think Ilia Topuria has proved that he is one of the top guys in the world. I think that he is more skilled than John Jones and Alex Pereira. He's more well-rounded, and he just knocked out back-to-back 2 of the greatest of all time that are still in their prime. What else is there to say? He's Ilia fucking Topuria. Now, your number 1, John Jones. Am I correct?
John Jones.
All right. I saw that one coming. See, I knew you were going to do that from the first, but I am telling you that Islam goddamn Makhachev is the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now.
I wouldn't even put Islam over DDP.
How? How do you even have DDP up there? You said that Strickland beat DDP.
This is my proof.
You literally said Strickland beat DDP.
No, I didn't. This is the proof in the pudding.
Did.
This is the proof in the pudding. This is the proof in the pudding. Right here. Right here. Islam. Okay, he beat Charles Oliveira. Cool. He fought Volk the first time
and won. And won 4-1. 4-1.
He barely got out that fight.
He won 4-1.
He was struggling.
He won 4-1.
But he won the fight. Second time, he fought Volk again. Now, this is a guy coming up a weight class, so he's fighting the smaller guy, beating the smaller guy, right? Then, who does he fight? An older, washed-up Dustin Poirier.
That just got a knockout over Benoit Saint-Denis like 2 months before.
Because Benoit Saint-Denis, he's pretty much amateur. Like, he's mid. He has no good striking. He has his judo and whatever his grappling, but he's amateur. DDP, hold on, not DDP. Dustin Poirier was barely surviving those rounds. We barely thought Dustin was going to win. He was getting out-grappled and whatnot.
Yeah, and then he
got the knockout.
And then he didn't do that against Islam. He didn't get out-grappled against Islam. He was keeping up on the ground with Islam. He was able to keep getting back up. He wasn't an old, washed Dustin Poirier. I don't know what kind of world you're living in that you think that was an old, washed Dustin Poirier. That Dustin Poirier looked better than he did 3 years ago when he fought Khabib. Or at that point, this is like 6 years ago at this point. You're insane, but our lists are right here. His list is here. My list is here. And please comment whose list you think is better. And now we are going to flip those into points, and we are going to give a full list of who our official Hardcore and the Casual top 15 are, give me 1 second, and it will pop up right here. You don't have Tom Aspinall on your list, which means he's not making... Tom Aspinall is now not going to make it into the top 15 pound-for-pound fighters for our official thing because you decided not to even put him on your list.
Yes.
Insane. I'm overriding that. Tom Aspinall is going on the top 15.
You can't just put him on the
list.
No,
I'm gonna. I
not
don't care.
fair.
I don't care.
You have to put him at like 16 then.
I don't care. So we have 13 guys similar on our list. So we have 13 matches on our list. So those 13 are going to make it into the top 15. I'm sorry, but I'm putting Tom Aspinall on this list at number 14.
Okay.
Because he's got the highest ranking out of everyone that's on the list.
That you could put Strickland.
Okay. All right, so then we do then Tom at 14 and Strickland at 15?
Yeah.
All right, then give me 1 more second. I'm going to write up these lists of who it is, and then I'm going to call them out one by one. We don't have Volkanovski on our list now because of you.
Not that good. Covington's better. Is Covington making the list?
No.
Why?
No, Covington is not making the list. I'm not hearing any arguments otherwise. Covington is... Nope, stop.
Replace Aspinall with Covington.
Nope, it's not happening.
Replace Aspinall with Covington.
It's not happening.
I'm going to go in the comments.
You're going to get flamed in the comments. All right, I've got our list ready. We're going to go from the bottom to the top. We're going to go top 15. There is going to be some draws, so we can figure that out while we're going. So, number 15, we've got Sean Strickland. Number 14, we have Tom Aspinall. Number 13, we have Sugar Sean O'Malley. Now, at number 12, so we're tied for the next 3. Izzy, Leon, and Chimaev all are tied. How do you want to do this?
Izzy,
Chimaev, and Leon. Who's going to be number 12? Leon at number 12? I'm okay with that. Okay, so Leon at number 12.
Then Chimaev, then Izzy. Because Izzy's had belt.
All right.
And he's fought.
All right, fine. Chimaev next, then Izzy. Now we are tied again for Max and Pantoja. At number 8.
Pantoja over Max.
Pantoja over Max? Okay, that's fine. They're champs, so that makes sense. Or Pantoja is a champ, so that makes sense. So next up is Max, then we got Pantoja. Next up, number 7, we've got Bilal Muhammad. Then number 6, we have Merab. At number 5, we have DDP. At number 4, we have Ilya Topuria. At number 3, we have Alex Pereira. And then tied for first, we have John Jones and Islam Makhachev.
Islam... You're number 2.
I made concessions for you last time, and I said that we made Jones number 1 last time because they tied. This time, I say you make a concession for me and say that Islam is number 1. Because we just watched John Jones
defended the belt more recently.
No, we just watched John Jones not be able to finish Stipe Miocic, 5 years out of action, a 42-year-old, and he wasn't able to finish him in the first round. And he had him down on the ground, punishing him with elbows, 10-8'd him, and wasn't able to finish him. Come on, man. That's insane. If John Jones was that good, he should have just walked right through him and whooped him.
He's the heavyweight GOAT.
What does that matter?
He's not just going to go down easily. He's going to put up a fight. I mean, Stipe's still Stipe.
Stipe looked hungover. Stipe was not Stipe on that night. I don't know where you get this idea that was the same Stipe. Just go back and watch any Stipe fight. That was not Stipe. That was a different person out there that night. That was old Stipe. Well, old, like, the age-wise. We need young Stipe. That wasn't young Stipe. But we have our pound-for-pound rankings right here. This is our official Hardcore and the Casual pound-for-pound rankings. I'm now going to flash. I'll probably show right now what it used to look like. And now I'm going to flip it back to what it looks like now. And also, go back and give us your reactions on what our pound-for-pound lists were. Tell us which one you thought was better. Tell us what things we needed to switch around. You had Colby Covington. You had Colby Covington on your list. You had Dan Hooker on your list. You had Michael Chandler on your list. You had Paulo Costa on your list. You had Stipe on your list. You had Jailton Almeida on your list. You had Leon Edwards at number 8. This is not a good list. You have DDP over Ilia Topuria. This is a terrible list. If having Colby Covington at number 13 alone is going to get people to not pick your list. That alone. I can't wait to make shorts out of this so more people can tell us. Here you go. Look at your list. Tell me that's a good list.
It's one of the best lists I've ever written.
Oh, my God. All right. I think that's enough from us. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for coming, Elijah.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, this has been the Hardcore and the Casual podcast where Justin gets frustrated every week. I am Justin. I am frustrated. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.